Do you know what I'm thinking? Can you see what's going on inside this wicked little mind of mine? I say wicked because people often fear what they don't know, what they can't understand. And there's really no way you can know what I'm thinking unless I tell you. Even then, I could be lying. You can try. You can hear my words, see my expression, judge my actions, get to know my habits, to give you some idea of what's going on inside my head. But you can't really know, and I can't really know what it is you imagine I may be thinking. Even sitting right next to each other, even if we'd been friends for years, our minds are really worlds apart. Will it always be that way? Well, there was a time we couldn't see Neptune, Pluto, planets outside our own solar system. When we overcame that, not only can we see farther and deeper into the night sky, but we can see farther and deeper into the mystery that is ourselves. Now, we've only been trying to figure out the brain for the past 400 years or so. Before that, most doctors thought that empty space inside your skull was just that, empty space, with a little mush in it. It wasn't until the mid-1600s when an Englishman named Thomas Willis found a way to preserve the brain long enough for it to be dissected. And that gave rise to the science of neurology. And now we really can see into each other's heads. We have CAT scans that are like an X-ray of your brain. We have MRIs, which can give a very finely detailed 3D image of your brain. We have functional MRIs, which can trace blood flow to see which parts of your brain are working harder. We have PET scans that can trace radioactive isotopes to see what parts of your brain are more active than others. We have devices that can use infrared light to look inside your skull and see which neurons are firing. We can trace the electrical signals through your brain. We can do an awful lot of things to see thought. In short, we're learning. It seems it's only a matter of time before we figure out what these images and these electrical signals mean to thoughts. I know it's far more complicated than the stars. I mean, each mind is unique. It develops as it learns in its own environment with its own set of genetics, different experiences, different nutrition, different exercise, different chemical histories. It's not a very pattern-friendly system. So learning how to read one mind might not help us in reading another. But more unlikely things have happened. And I believe we could do it, given enough time and ingenuity, as long as we don't let ignorance and fear get in the way. But until then, you'll just have to tell people what you're thinking if you want them to know. No one's a mind reader yet.